The following program is rated R.
Welcome everybody to Unpopular Review Wrestling. This is our WWE Monday Night Raw review show for February 3rd, 2025. I am Big Daddy Cool. I'm co-hosted here with the executive consultant. We got to review a jam-packed Raw as the road to WrestleMania begins. Not just continues, but it begins. After a fire Royal Rumble this past weekend, we got the first Monday Night Raw, and we got a lot of things heating up to Elimination Chamber. We got two qualifying matches tonight. We had CM Punk versus Sami Zayn to main event Monday Night Raw. We also had Liv Morgan versus Io Sky, EC qualifier as well. Lots of good matches on tonight's show. But I want to start with the segment that started the show. And that is main event Jey Uso, the winner of the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble, and a segment with Gunther. This is like the third Monday Night Raw in a row that starts with Jey Uso and Gunther. Gunther, EC, you know, I can't stand me, Gunther. I hate him. Everybody tells me, oh, Big Daddy Cool, you hate technical wrestling. And I tell them, shut up, Mark. It's not about technical wrestling. What's so technical about a bunch of slaps? So, EC, we got Jey Uso. I need you to explain something to me. Make it make sense for me, EC, right off the bat. And if you guys are in the chat, holler at us. Just like Jey Uso is going to holler at Cody Rhodes this Friday night. Talk to me, EC. Why is Jey Uso getting so much hate after his Royal Rumble win? Nobody saw this coming. Is that why everybody hates him?
No, some people just don't believe him still as a main eventer. And some people just hate seeing things. And some people just wanted Cena to win, right? They wanted their hero to win. And the fact of the matter is the hero didn't win. Jey Uso won. But you saw at the beginning of the show why Jey Uso won. Right? I'm a big fan of this move. I thought it was a fantastic move because at the end of the day, Jey Uso is possibly your most over superstar in WWE. I have never, we've had Hulk Hogan's, we've had Daniel Bryan's, we've had The Rock's, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've never seen somebody who the crowd is so in tune with as much as they are Jey Uso. And like I said, once again, Daniel Bryan, The Rock. I mean, Rock always controlled the crowd. But when he comes out, everybody is on his feet. I saw an article or a picture or something on social media that said something about Jey Uso's win on YouTube got more dislikes than likes. And I'm like, who is Tony Khan paying to get all these dislikes for freaking Jey Uso? Right. Because when you think about it, when Royal Rumble was over, that whole place was yeeting or whatever the hell you want to call it for 10 minutes straight. In the beginning of Raw, they were doing it again. They do this every week for this man. The music stopped. He was about to talk, and they asked him to do it again. Yeah. And his promo, so much emotion behind it. I don't know how much of it was real. I don't know how much of it was scripted, but it just shows how much he resonates with the fans. People got behind him. I loved every moment of it. It made Gunther even more credible as a heel coming out to interrupt that moment. You may not like Gunther, but I'm a big fan of Gunther. I think he is the perfect person for this role. Very entertaining, and he's very good on the mic, despite what you think, Big Daddy Cool.
Bro, nobody is looking for Gunther. Nobody is looking for
Just a second. He's your world heavyweight champion. Everybody's looking for him.
Nobody's looking for him. Except the only one that's actually looking for him is Jey Uso. That's the only guy. And you know what? I gotta apologize to everybody. I owe everybody an apology. I owe this man Jey Uso an apology.
What's up, Jeffrey?
What is up, Jeff? Good to see you, my man. By the way, if you're new here on Popular Review, we like talking about wrestling. Jump in this chat. We are happy to talk to you. We want to chat with you. Like and subscribe if you're new here. I need to apologize to the UPR universe. I said this man, Jey Uso, last week, buried. I said this man was buried. I said, call the Undertaker because Jey Uso needs to be dug a grave 6 feet under. This man proved me wrong. I didn't see it coming. I allowed my hatred for Gunther to blind me from what was clearly in my eyes. The vision of putting this man over, Jey Uso, more over than he already is. And listen, this is not only a testament to Jey Uso getting himself over with his energy, his charisma, but it is also a testament to Roman Reigns. This man put Jey Uso on the map. Now we take him seriously. Gunther gets zero credit. When Gunther wins at WrestleMania, he will get zero credit for putting over Jey Uso. It is Roman Reigns, Jey Uso. Thank you very much. Holla.
Just a second. What the hell are you talking about? Where did Roman Reigns come from?
I'm just giving respect to the tribal chief.
For what? It's Jey Uso's time. He told you himself. It's just him.
I understand, but he also got to be given some respect. Remember, before Jey Uso ran into Roman Reigns and did his whole business with the bloodline, you couldn't even tell the difference between Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Remember?
It's called evolution. They evolved.
Nobody knows
We're not talking about 2019 anymore.
He told me.
We're not talking about 2019 anymore. We're talking about 2025. It's 2025. Jey Uso won the 2020, 2021. Jey Uso has won the Royal Rumble. He's going on the main event WrestleMania. Whether it gets Cody Rhodes or Gunther, we don't know. We technically do, but we don't know what it's going to be. I'm here for it. I'm intrigued. I thought this segment was the perfect way to open up Raw. I loved every single moment of it.
I think it was good.
Check the chat.
The only thing that would have made it better is if Gunther wasn't in it, because he is boring.
Gunther is not boring. He made the segment just as good. Look, I know you want to be a hater all your life. I've accepted that a long time ago about you, right? But Gunther is good, and he's the perfect person for this position. He brings credibility to that championship because he's a believable champion. You're a hater. Where was he tonight?
He was out.
Because he somehow got transferred to Raw sneakily.
They threw him. CM Punk threw him over the top rope at Royal Rumble, and then he got stomped, and then he ended up like poor Gamora over here. Now he's out.
Jade Cargill.
Now he's out for like 6 months again. What's up, Charmaine? Good to see you.
He'll be back in 3 weeks or 2 weeks.
Good to see you. How you doing, Mad Dog? This just writes him off for Elimination Chamber, right?
Nope.
Oh, you think he's going to still be in the Elimination Chamber?
I don't think he's going to be at the Elimination Chamber. I think he's going to be on Monday Night Raw in a couple weeks.
Oh, word? I thought he only
I'll talk more about that later. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Unpopular Review, Rated R Review Show. Big Daddy Cool here, exec over there with exec consultant over here. And we are talking Monday Night Raw. Please make sure you like, share, love, subscribe. You're in a car. He's in the car. Listen. Is he driving? Are you just doing your segment, or are you going to be on the show? Okay, hold on.
Can you read lips? Because I can't hear him. So
are you going to be doing your segment, or are you going to be on the show?
Yo. This your man, Steven Willie Bean. We coming from y'all live and mobile from the whip. You know what I'm talking about? We don't advocate broadcasting and driving, but it is what it is, baby. And we just gonna do this right here, right now. Uh,
So
my
you're doing
segment
what's
will make
hold on, just a second. You're doing what makes Beam and Steven?
no, I'm coming on to talk wrestling, man.
Not in the car driving. That's dangerous. We already saw too many
Nah,
motor vehicle accidents last week, especially in that
guess what?
area.
Oh my God.
We seen airplane accidents, not motor accidents. It was airplane accidents.
That's a moving object. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not going to
look.
see this. We're not going to see this on air. If you're going to do this in the car, you're going to do your segment. So what you going to do?
All right, well, look, I'm gonna do what makes Beam and Steaming about the Rumble. Can I do that then?
Yes, hold on. Let's hit your
My
intro.
intro.
And oh yeah,
Okay.
yeet.
Yo. What's going on, UPR Universe, man? This your man, Steaming Willie Beamer. And to show y'all how dedicated I am, man, I'm risking my life out here, driving and broadcasting. But the UPR Universe deserves it. You know what I'm talking about? But what I will say is, I'm coming to talk about what made Beamer Steaming about the Rumble. And not too much made me mad about the Rumble other than Charlotte Flair's big ass ring gear, who didn't fit. I'm coming to talk about about the Rumble, and not too much made me mad. Her goddamn, ring attire was baggier than a motherfucking baggier than some leggings on a crackhead. You know what I'm talking about? But that shit was hilarious. Another thing, I'm thinking my man Jay won the motherfucking Rumble. Like Jay deserved that. We got tired of him always fucking losing. We hate it. Like hate the fact that he always coming up short in the big matches. So to see Jay win the motherfucking Rumble on top of the with the heavy hitters that was in there, you way to go main event Jay. You know what I'm talking about? Another thing, I'm ready for Cody to lose the belt, man. Cody lose the belt or turn heel. Like that's what I'm saying because it's time for it. It really is. Sami Zayn, yeah, I'm just ready for him to do something outside of the bullet line, man. Because I'm gonna be honest, this shit is blowing me. He torn in between doing what's right for him or doing what his heart wants him to do. Man, fuck all that. Another thing, let me say something, man. We knew Charlotte Flair was gonna win the Rumble once we seen her face job. Hey, her face job was immaculate. They weren't making it about her knee or her blowing her ACL. We think football players come back quicker than that. So we know she was out because she had another face job. Um, that's nepotism at its finest. So for everybody talking about Bronny James and LeBron, y'all better talk about Ric Flair and Charlotte Flair and the nepotism that happened with that. But we ain't going there. But anyway, glad my man main event Jay won. Hopefully they let him win the big match at Mania because tired of him getting the push to come through and then when it comes time for him to win the big one, he come up short. So this week, what makes Demon Sting signing out, y'all, man. Don't continue to watch the show. But y'all have a good one, man. And next week, live and direct, Willie Beeman will be in the motherfucking studio, sitting down with all the bands going back and forth. My man, the executive asshole, and that fucked up shape up, and my man Stephen Pena, man. You know, we do what we do, man. So this is Stephen Willie Beeman signing out, man. Y'all know there's something players in nothing or nothing. Because guess what? I love this wrestling shit. This wrestling shit love me. And UPR, we all about wrestling and entertainment, man. So make sure y'all tune in to not just the wrestling shows on Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night with Dynamite. Then we got the entertainment, and then we got SmackDown on Thursday. Man, make sure y'all in the building, man. Steam and Willie building the fuck out. Get in. Ugh. Na 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 na.
Wow. That was fire. That was fire. Amazing.
Yeah, that's one word for it. I like to think of the word dangerous doing that. But, I mean, those are the thoughts and opinions of Steeman Willie Beeman. You heard it here first, and you saw it here first in his driving at night dangerous. In the
Listen,
States
I heard no lies detected about what Willie said, despite him shouting out my entire government name. And if I'm sure if Willie knew my home address, he would have shouted that out too.
Oh my gosh.
But my God, look at that. If anybody's looking to dox me, tonight's the episode.
I have to give him credit for one thing. I am kind of interested in seeing Cody Rhodes lose the championship, and we're going to talk more about what I think is going to happen there. But I just want to shout out the fact that I feel like we're in WrestleMania season. That was a very good opening segment for Monday Night Raw.
Absolutely. Let's talk about another segment. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead. I want to say we heard that from Willie that he was very critical about the women's Royal Rumble winner, and that is Charlotte Flair. She came out looking marvelous. Y'all can hate, but she came out looking marvelous, as she should. She's a Flair. And I was shocked because this audience from Cleveland, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too shocked. They are from Cleveland, so, trash. It's this from the state of Ohio, the state of John Monkey. So
the Miz is also from Ohio, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think he's really from Ohio. I think he must.
He is really from Ohio. Cleveland is also where Logan.
I think he must be adopted from Ohio because that doesn't really make sense. But listen, anyway,
I went to Cleveland for SummerSlam this past year.
I'm sorry you did that. I'm sorry. I wish.
Great time. I had a great time.
I wish you would have known better. Charlotte gets into Cleveland and everybody's booing her. My God, it only took 24 hours for everybody to just hate on poor Charlotte. Why? Why everybody hating on Charlotte?
Same thing that I said about Jey Uso earlier. It's the same thing that happened to Charlotte Flair. Apparently, she had more dislikes for her video than likes. It was by a lot more. This didn't surprise me, right? When Charlotte Flair returned, she was getting booed. I don't know if you paid attention. You heard it. I heard it. She had a splattering of boos. Why did she have to come in? I said this statistic yesterday. I'll say this statistic again. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 39, 38 are all the WrestleMania matches Charlotte Flair has had. Every single one of those numbers I mentioned, Charlotte Flair was in that WrestleMania. And every single one of those matches was for a world title. Whether she's defending or winning or whatever have you. Why is she always there? The landscape is different. It's not just 5 or 6 people anymore. There are a lot of capable women that deserve an opportunity. Charlotte Flair, who's been gone for a year or 2 months by her own mission, by her own mouth, comes back and bogarts her way into another world championship match.
Hold on. Okay, listen. I got it. Last time when everybody was like, "Oh, she just showed up and she weaseled her way into a world championship match." All right, that was legit. That was 2 years ago. She legit won this. She went in, she beat other people, other competitors, other legends, as you mentioned, the future legends, and she won. Fair. She went there
at number 27. And she won. And she's totally shit on people like Nia Jackson, Liv Morgan, who had fantastic years, mind you. Fantastic years and deserved it more than Charlotte Flair. And she did it with that fucking boot she loves so much. That little boot she likes hanging over the top rope.
It's great. She wins with it.
Look, I'm giving Charlotte credit for this. No, she didn't, MDB. I'll give Charlotte credit for this.
Fair and square. Thank you, MD.
Just a second. I give Charlotte Flair this, okay? She gets credit for the fact that she won the match, and she gets credit for the fact that she had a fire promo, in my opinion, tonight. Right? I feel like I'm WrestleMania season, but she did not deserve it, and I hope she challenges Julia.
You're just angry because your pick lost. That's why you're bitter about Charlotte winning. You wanted Bianca, and Bianca got thrown out like yesterday's trash over the top rope. That was it. And so you're just bitter
because Bianca has another route, and I didn't see it at first, but now I see it.
This is legit, and this goes for the chat too. Why does everybody hate greatness? I don't know. Why do you? Just a second. Why do you hate greatness? Who do I hate that's great?
Gunther. Why do you hate greatness? Gunther is your world champion. Why do you hate greatness so much? Is the question you should be asking yourself. You should wake up in the mirror, right? You should thank God.
I should wake up in the mirror? What?
You should wake up.
Am I sleeping beauty?
You should wake up, look in the mirror. You thank God and Chris for this beautiful day. And then you say, why do I hate greatness? Because Gunther's the man. Gunther is your world champion. One of the greatest world champions I've ever seen with that title anyway. And he makes things special. He makes things great. He's about the main event, WrestleMania, and your ass wants to hate and don't like it.
Bro, he puts everybody to sleep. He is not great. You need to wake up. Wake up, EC. Please.
Charlotte had a good promo tonight. Call Jay. She finna end Tiffy time. I hope I'm wrong, though.
That's
the route it looks like she's going to do. But
Absolutely.
I'm not sure because the way they did, and they've been doing this a lot lately. They're having two people have promos against each other thinking that they're going to have the match. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Gunther. After tonight's promo, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing Rhea and Charlotte again. Might happen, but I do believe she's going to have the Tiffy time. Good job, Calvin J.
Those two put on a banger 2 years ago. Arguably,
she didn't win a fair and square.
She did win it fair and square. You need to wake up and stop. I think you must have like some sort of smudge or dirt on your sunglasses because obviously you're not seeing clearly.
I'm seeing clearly. I'm seeing the fact that Charlotte was gone for a year and 2 months, and she comes back and she acts like no one else did a good job while she was gone.
When are we gonna wake up and acknowledge the sexism around Charlotte Flair? Why is it that when her father does the same things that she is doing, right? This man won titles, put people over. That's what Charlotte is doing. She's
unbelievably good. She's unbelievably good. I'm not disagreeing
why
with
is
you.
it that when she does
unbelievably good. Here's my problem.
One second. Easy. And then you got the floor. Why is it that when she does it, she's trash? But when Ric Flair does it, he's a legend. Why?
I never said she was trash. She's one of the greatest of all time. I have all the respect in the world for Charlotte. She did not deserve this spot. She did not need this spot. If she does this over and over and over again, it's very freaking annoying, right? She won at WrestleMania 32. Honestly speaking, I think, and a lot of other people think, that should have been Sasha's night. It wasn't Sasha's night, but it should have been Sasha's night, in my opinion, right? She ended Asuka's career, undefeated streak. In my opinion, she didn't need to end it. She should have lost the title. She should have dropped the title at 34. That's what she did. Then she goes on to 35 and she main events in the main event for what? The storyline was Becky and fucking Ronda Rousey. But Charlotte had to insert herself in there for some stupid ass reason. Made no sense. Didn't make sense then. Don't make sense to me now. 36, she's facing Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley was an up and coming star. But she beats her. What? She beat her. Just a second. Then right? She goes to 38. She's facing Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey wins the Royal Rumble. You think she's about to win the championship? Oh, no. Guess what? Boot. Charlotte Flair wins that match. Had to beat her at WrestleMania because she wanted a WrestleMania victory. Okay, think I'm done? WrestleMania 39, she says, okay, now I feel like being generous. Now I feel like
what voice is that?
WrestleMania 39.
No. What voice? The voice.
That's Charlotte Flair. Now I feel like I'm being generous. Right, I gotta take some time, so I'm going to drop it to Rhea Ripley and make her $1 million because only I can do that. That's what the fuck she did, bro. Right? That's exactly what the fuck she did. I can't stand it. EO also would have been a good choice. I'm telling you, right? You want to talk about sexism? Let's talk about sexism. You ready? Are you ready? Buckle your seatbelts, motherfuckers. This is what I'm talking about with sexism. Name every woman in the WWE who has pyro? Go.
Nia Jax.
No.
Chelsea Green.
No.
Liv Morgan.
No.
Julia.
No.
Charlotte Flair.
No. Well, yes. Charlotte Flair is the only woman. Charlotte Flair is the only woman. No, I'm not acting like she's booking the matches. But here's what I'm telling you she does. They do it, and she doesn't object. She's in the ear. You think she's not, but she's in the ear of the bookers because some of these things that happen, there's no reason why they should happen. And why is Charlotte the only? Barely used to have pyro. They took her pyro, and now Charlotte is the only one with freaking pyro. She had to have pyro, but she came out in the Royal Rumble. She had to have her pyro.
Of course, she's the greatest women's wrestler of all time, and unless she gets usurped, she's the one. She's the one that's going to beat 16 times, 17 times, 18 times. She's the one. And if anybody, if you are a fan of wrestling that you claim to be, and I'm not talking about you, EC, because I know you see the greatness of Charlotte Flair in the ring. But if everybody that's critical of her wakes up and realizes what she's done, yes, she won those matches that you just so eloquently laid out. But out of all those names, who has she buried? Not one of them. And in fact, DC, all of those names are legends and future Hall of Famers because Charlotte, like her father, makes her opponents better than they were before they walked into the ring with her. You look at Asuka, future Hall of Famer.
Asuka's momentum was crushed because of Charlotte.
No.
Yes.
No.
100%. It took Asuka a few years to get back to where she was.
Not years. Come on, wake up.
Yes.
No, this is revisionist history.
Years.
Rhea Ripley, future Hall of Famer. Bayley. Remember, Bayley came up to the main roster. Nobody was caring about Bayley.
Bayley was super popular at the time. What are you talking about?
She wasn't. Please,
nobody was. She had
her.
a little girl that was like dressing as her. Bayley was super over.
I was there when she debuted
at Backlash in DC. She was super over. No,
we're not going to do this.
We're not. I was just about to say we're not going to do revisionist history. It's you're trying to do. Let's talk about Asuka. Let's go back to Asuka because she buried Asuka.
No,
she beat
those
Asuka
matches.
at WrestleMania 34.
Those matches. Easy.
She beat Asuka. Just a second. She beat Asuka at WrestleMania 34. Asuka did nothing the rest of the year but lose matches. Nothing but the rest of the year lose matches. She finally went on and got the SmackDown Championship. Do you know what happened after she got the SmackDown Championship? That you don't know? Let me tell you. Charlotte came out and did a promo, and all of a sudden, she has a SmackDown Championship match. Yeah. That's what happens. All of a sudden, she has a SmackDown Championship match. And she beats her so she can insert herself in WrestleMania 35 main event. Makes no sense.
Yes, I'm telling you it makes sense. She's putting people over. She made Rhea, made Asuka, made Sasha.
Jeffrey, be prepared to be done.
When they were hot potatoing that title, everybody took them. They elevated themselves. Asuka, I can tell you right now, Asuka and Charlotte is the modern day Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat. Period. Charlotte.
Asuka was at the top of the division, but she lost her mystique.
This is going to be my last point. Mm-hmm. Charlotte elevates any woman that she is in that ring with. You're going to see her do it again with Tiffany Stratton. She's going to put Tiffany. She's going to put this chick on the fucking map come WrestleMania 41. Watch.
You know who put Tiffany on the map? Tiffany Stratton put herself on the map. She had one of the greatest rookie years of any woman in the main roster, and she did that on her own with a little bit of help from Nia Jax because Nia Jax is such a great heel. No help from Charlotte. She doesn't need Charlotte. Charlotte deserves to be in an Intercontinental Championship match. That's what I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, more Monday Night Raw to talk to. This guy got to reset because I don't know what he smoked before the air. Rated R, Raw review. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
But still, we're Chicago. We're the top.
The Bulls
premium thing on the Mike Knox show.
Six Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time. This is wrong with you young folks. This is wrong, young folks. You young people don't know shit about struggle.
My time.
You know nothing about struggle. I've been a Cubs fan my whole life. It took 100 and some years to win a championship. Real fans stay. Triple H has no black male representation that's doing a fucking thing. But Street Profits, where the fuck they at? Apollo! He's over. But that man, Triple H, let Bobby Lashley walk from that company. This man has not yet still pulled the trigger on the Street Profits. And you got a young up-and-coming talent who, on NXT, had every single thing given to him the same way you gave it to Braun Breaker. Oh, shit, my bad. Braun Breaker got a pedigree of his family being in wrestling, and Carmelo Hayes does not. Oh, shit, it's all fucked up.
One without the other isn't any good. Oh, I knew he was going to do that.
That's how I feel about how y'all did Carmelo Hayes.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. Another YouTube or Google me. Turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it. I just had the balls to say it.
to get copyrighted. Mike Knox is trying to affect this. But ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Rated R Raw review. Zach Excel here, Big Daddy Cool, talking about Monday Night Raw, fresh off the heels of the Royal Rumble. The road to WrestleMania does kick off indeed. It starts off yesterday, continue on today. It's going to be a long road ahead, but for those of us who are going, it's probably going to be a little bit short. But it is definitely coming. Jey Uso, your winner of the Men's Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble. Whether you like it or you don't, learn to love it. That's a line from Charlotte Flair's father, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. What else do we have going on Monday Night Raw, Big Daddy Cool?
Let's just jump right into the main event of tonight. We had one.
I'll talk about this in a second. Because I do want to touch on that.
Okay. We had one of two Elimination Chamber matches. We had CM Punk versus that bum, Sami Zayn. Why Sami Zayn is in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match is beyond me. I don't know. He must, I don't know, owe somebody money or something. I don't understand why.
Besides the fact he's one of the most popular wrestlers in the wrestling.
I don't get it why. I don't understand why.
Fantastic wrestler, really good in promos.
Listen, that match tonight was a really good match. I'm going to give CM Punk a lot of credit because he carried this match entirely.
If you think CM Punk carried this match, you lost your mind.
CM Punk carried this match entirely.
Just a second.
Every time you watch this match, CM Punk had to carry this bag of bones, Sami Zayn, all around the ring. This man has spent more time crumpled up like a sack of potatoes in the corner, Sami Zayn. CM Punk, amazing job. Amazing job.
Second. CM Punk comes out there, and as soon as the bell rings, he looks like he's grandpa tired. I don't understand why you don't see this. Sami Zayn absolutely carried that match. Absolutely carried that match.
Sami Zayn sucks so bad, and he had no faith in himself that before this match even started, Seth Rollins had to give this bum a pep speech. He had to fire up Sami Zayn. He was like, "Come on, I need you to step up, dog."
The person who's giving Sami Zayn helpful hints is actually Karrion Kross. The disappointing part about this is you're going to have a match coming up between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That's what you're seeing coming. Most people think it's going to be WrestleMania. I think it's going to be Elimination Chamber because where's Elimination Chamber, ladies and gentlemen? It's in Canada. And we already had a Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match at WrestleMania 37. So I don't think they're going down that route. Might, but I don't think they're going down that route.
We did.
That being said, this was a great match. I was here for it, and I'm glad it happened. CM Punk is now officially in the Elimination Chamber match with John Cena.
That's right. CM Punk wins the match. And then after the match, if you weren't paying attention or weren't tuning in, because Netflix was flickering on and off.
It was. Oh, really badly. Oh, it was like I was watching Max.
Yeah. You know why? Because Sami Zayn was on the screen. That's why.
It was doing it before Sami Zayn. But
No. It happened, but it happened a lot more when Sami Zayn was on. It was like, oh, I'm allergic to bums. It started flickering.
How does it feel to be so much full of shit?
What? I'm actually, I've had a lot of fiber today, so I'm actually
you're
quite clean today.
Such a hater that
Haber?
You don't like Sami Zayn.
Haber's not my last name. You know my last name because it got outed about 30 minutes ago.
Shout out to Steven Willie Beeman. Let me go back before we go back to Sami Zayn, CM Punk. I want to address this right now. So I got a lot of hate from a lot of people about the Royal Rumble and the fact that there's a certain match that didn't belong on the card, right? And I just want to talk about it because Mike Knox mentioned in his commercial, where are the Street Profits? And I agreed with that, except for the fact that we saw the Street Profits the other night at Royal Rumble. And the sad thing about it is they were very angry when they came out. And do we know why they were very angry? Because 4 guys came out to absolutely zero pop. Zero pop. And Street Profits came out and got a much bigger pop and said, I'm sick of playing second fiddle to these bums. DIY, I found out that they have Evolve coming back. DIY needs to be in the crowd.
In the crowd of Evolve?
Yes, because Evolve's not taped in front of an audience. It's taped in front. It looks like the pandemic.
Oh, hold on. We got a picture of what Evolve looks like.
Yes, that's 100% what it looks like.
Yeah, great. That's good for that.
That's exactly why KO is upset. He attacks Sami Zayn. And shout out to Kevin Owens. Did a fantastic job selling his injuries. Like, I'm still going to beat up Sami Zayn, but I'm going to sell the hell out of this.
True, but listen, Kevin Owens was upset at the fact that he had money on his friend. You ever like bet on your friend to like come through? Like, you know, like EC knows this because he's, you know, at the club usually trying to pick up ladies. And he's got, you know, an assortment of wingmen. And some of them are better than others. Some of them, you know, they're a little flaky. But you bet on your wingmen to do some shit. Like, hey, help me out, bro. Like, cover me. Like, you know, every once in a while you got to land on a grenade for me. And
I'll take this grenade for you.
And this Sami Zayn didn't do that on Saturday night. He didn't cover his best friend. And so not only did he not help Kevin Owens, but I'm almost certain that Kevin Owens had money riding on Sami Zayn tonight, and he probably lost like $1,000 because he bet on his friend. And that's really why he jumped him at the end. Kevin Owens ends up jumping Sami Zayn because he cost him money. And you know what I heard? I heard, and listen, you heard it from Triple H over the weekend. Like, some of these sources, you can't trust some of these sources. I got a good source, EC. Everybody was asking, why is Sami Zayn running in to this match? What did he do? He didn't help Kevin Owens. You know what he was up to? Imagine this shit. This man saw Kevin Owens down and out, and he was fucking picking his pockets. Can you believe this shit? Sami Zayn is such a fucking worthless bum. He's picking his friend's pockets. That's why Kevin Owens fucking beat him up tonight. He wanted his money back. True story.
Let's talk about this transfer window ending because it pertains to what we're going to talk about. The major announcement, according from Adam Pearce, is that AJ Styles is moving over to Monday Night Raw. And my first initial impression is, wow. Raw pretty much is taking everybody. Is SmackDown going to have anybody left?
Yeah, they got Sami Zayn.
Raw has Sami Zayn.
Not for long.
SmackDown has Jimmy Uso. Well, it's funny you should mention that because I do believe AJ Styles was traded for a SmackDown. What are you doing?
I'm gonna call my boy Pierce and tell him to trade that bum off Monday nights. I'm really tired of talking about. Let Vic and DJ talk about Sami Zayn on Saturday mornings because I'm done with it. Hey Pierce, yeah, what's up, dog? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Yeah. No, what? Listen, man, you'll get your $20. All right, just not today. We need to talk about Sami Zayn. Yeah, trade his ass to Friday nights, please. What? What do you mean? What? No. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. There you go. It's done.
Yeah, no. It's the person who's traded from Raw to SmackDown for AJ Styles is Drew McIntyre.
Who? Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
That's a big loss.
Yeah, well, he's going to SmackDown. Why is he going to SmackDown?
Because he's very upset about Damian Priest.
Exactly. He's going to feud with Damian Priest, and it gets him away from everything else. His never-ending feud with Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and CM Punk. Go and feud with Damian Priest on SmackDown, and that's actually, I think, in my opinion, some people might disagree. In my opinion, Drew McIntyre is a bigger star than AJ Styles. So,
ironically, there is a hair salon called AJ Styles Hair Salon by my favorite Mexican restaurant. Wow, that's amazing. I like that story. You should go there, EC.
Yeah, no, I don't even know where he lives. Drew wants to get his hands on Roman too. That's true, but that was the whole point of the whole situation over the Royal Rumble. He got in he got eliminated, and it was like kind of anticlimactic, and then LA Knight was in on it. He shouldn't have been in on it. It was supposed to be between Priest and Drew to set up their feud going into WrestleMania. SmackDown is about to become what it used to be in the early 2000s show with good wrestlers that builds new stars, but that's what they have NXT, LFG, Evolve for. SmackDown is going to be just as good as Monday Night Raw. It might not be the Undisputed A show like it's been when it was on Fox, because they really are trying to promote Raw on Netflix, as you can tell, but they're still going to keep that built up very well because it's on USA and they're getting a lot of money for it, so they have to keep it relevant, which is why Cody Rhodes is going to stay on it. And Roman's been on Raw lately, but there's not been an official announcement that he's been moved over to Raw. As long as he's going to keep taking this, I'm showing up for 1 week and I'm taking 4 weeks off, it's probably best for him to be on Raw.
Good point.
That's not true. NXT does not lead to SmackDown, lead to Raw. That used to be the case a little bit, but now anybody from NXT can go to SmackDown and then Raw and Raw, or Raw and then SmackDown.
What do you think?
Which show should Jordan Grace be on? I think Jordan Grace should be on SmackDown because I think Raw actually built up their women's division better now, and SmackDown's a little hurting. So Jordan Grace can go there. They kind of teased it anyway with Bianca and Naomi in the Royal Rumble. I'm sorry, go ahead, Big Pick.
I don't like the fact that Jordan Grace slimmed down a little bit. I don't like it. I like that she looked like really big last year. I feel like she's less special. I saw I forget if it was a tweet or a picture on Instagram or whatever, but she was flexing with Ivy Nile, and they're both almost the same, like, arm width. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Like, Jordan Grace was a beast. Like,
correct, and that's a feud I want to see. Speaking of Ivy Nile, she, as well as the Creeds, were given instructions and explicit. Chad Gable is comedy. He called him Jordan McDinney or something like that, or JD McDinney. We was talking to, guess what, Jeffrey, cue it up. Zero Pop War Raiders, right? We're back there. And Jackie Redmond was like, hey, what's next for the War Raiders? And I'm thinking in my head, release. But no, instead, they said, oh, well, this and this. We have a lot of respect for JD McDonough. And of course, they said that means, translation, we have no direction. We have no idea what we're about to do because there's nobody to challenge us. But I can tell you right now who their next challenge is going to be. Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. That's their next challenge. But it's going to lead up to the Creeds, of course. Chad Gable is going off to SmackDown for a little while. He'll be back on Raw. Excellent competitor is Chad Gable. Can never say enough about him. War Raiders, Zero Pop. That's
you know what?
That's going to be my next thing. And I'm going to do that for all you mofos who sit here and insult me when I talk about these people that make no kind of pop. I'm going to say it every week. It's going to get over. Zero Pop.
Zero Pop. Hashtag Zero Pop. Make it happen. I'm glad that you shouted out the War Raiders because I was honestly, in my notes, I wrote down, I didn't know that the OC became fat and tag team champions. But here they are. Look at that. But it wasn't the OC. It was the War Raiders. So now I got to cross that out. War Raiders. Not the OC.
Speaking of Ivy Nile obviously is going after the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know why she wants to. The Intercontinental Championship is just a ticket to the front row seat of Monday Night Raw. You get no chance to be on. No, seriously. You're laughing. I'm dead serious. Since she won, she's like, that's where I see her all the time. Like, does she even have an interest anymore? I saw what Ivy Nile threw her out on the Royal Rumble. First of all, this is how ridiculous this was. Ivy Nile throws her out the Royal Rumble. What is the Royal Rumble? The Royal Rumble is 30 women in that match so they can compete for a world championship. They bring the Intercontinental Championship there. Ivy Nile throws her out. And then as she throws her out, she does one of these and says, I'm coming for you. And that's title. So I'm thinking in my head, you clearly don't want to win this match. She said it like 2 times. I'm coming for you. Yeah, that's right, for you. What's the point of you being in this match? But Lyra Valkyria, shout out to her. She was in the front row again. right? She has a special seat with her name on it every single week. And I don't know what her interest was. I think one of our clips that we did, you know, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But now she's changed it, in case you didn't know. Instead of this, she does this. Because that's all she can do when she's sitting there in the front row on Monday Night Raw.
Oh my
Number
God.
2 eliminated. She has a match next week against Bayley. Clearly, she's going to lose that match to Bayley. Her first one-on-one match since winning Continental Championship. She loses that match to Bayley because Bayley's going to win because Bayley's my pick actually to win the Elimination Chamber.
You know, Bayley, Nia Jax's always ragging on her BBL. Do you think when she sits at ringside, do you think Bayley takes up 1 seat or 2 seats?
Bayley's going to win the Elimination Chamber. I can't answer that question. Nor the Judgment Day Tag Champs. Tickets for Front Row, Monday Night Raw, LMAO. But you know what? It's not just the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It's the Intercontinental Championship also. Because I don't see Braun Breaker. So he'll be either in the front row or he's backstage. Today, he was backstage talking to Aaron Pierce like, hey, you know, he's actually saying, you don't care about me? You don't care about the title? Aaron Pierce looks at him and says, no, I don't. No, that's a lie. He should have said that. Instead, she tried to lie. He said, yes, I do. Let's go talk about this someplace.
Let's go talk off camera.
Because that's your screen time. That's your screen time, right? Forget the fact that you just speared the hell out of iShow Speed, which is a very viral moment. Every time I look at it, I cringe. Every time I look.
Oh my God! Did they not teach him how to take a bump? Like, what is this man doing standing sideways?
Look, bro. They showed it on 4 different angles, 4 different speeds, and every one of them, whether it's slow or fast, looks devastating. Yes. Like he should not be alive. And then they don't show the part where Otis throws him over the table like he's not. You want to talk about somebody being thrown like trash? Like that shit was devastating too. But they don't show that one. He just literally just did like this. Like I show Speed. You earned some respect for that. I'm sorry, you did, because that was one of the most devastating things I've ever seen. It really was. That's how them old school promos used to be. EC. Mommy Liv is in the champ either. Update the graphics. Actually, yeah, you're right. I should. Oh my God, Elvis! I said right in the same sentence. Yeah. Elvis, the only time I want you to make a right turn is when you're supposed to make a left. Talk about a cross section if he's driving. All right, Big Daddy Cool. No, actually, better yet, I want Elvis to ride in the car with Willie while he's doing this his special. What makes me steaming. Oh. Go ahead, Big Daddy Cool.
Let's talk about the other Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and that
let's talk about that after we come back from commercial. My bad.
Oh, okay.
We're going to take one last commercial break. We'll come back. A lot more Raw to talk about before we wrap up. Stay with us. You're watching the Popular Review.
Jeffrey, because he says Corvo. I didn't know who any of those people. I didn't know who 3 Chainz was. I don't know who's Killer Mike. Who's Killer Mike?
How you don't know Killer Mike?
I don't know these people. Anything after 2006, I don't know.
I'm so disappointed in you.
I just learned who Dojo the Cat is.
Good. Jakara has improved a lot since her start in wrestling in NXT. Same with Lash Legend. They look like a formidable team, I will say that. They held their own against the tag team champions. And again, if they're going to wind up making more teams down in NXT, why did they bring the belts up in the first damn place? I will never, ever be okay with that. And I will never stop bringing it up because it was the stupidest thing they had done to the women in a long time, and now they only have 2 titles against a fight for down there. But
yeah, they made it. They and Jack will love this. They Captain Planet it. It was just basically.
No,
I hate that though. He walks around in a thong and sits there and talks about saving the planet. He's a theme song. He hasn't done anything. If you throw just a slice bit of dirt,
you was in a thong and we was okay with it. Cisco made a thong thongs.
I wasn't okay with that. I wasn't okay with that. I mean, when I looked, I said, that don't look good. I was 5. And I said, oh, no, that's terrible. And then he flies. And then there's like glitter come out his butt.
Yep.
Wow. Just wow. Glitter.
That's the NX Trio show tomorrow night, immediately after NXT, with Bad Guy Jack Wrestling Doll and their newest co-host, the person who makes up the NX Trio, the PG-13 Freckles Sensei. Never at a loss for words as that guy.
No, never. But I love his energy, though. He's got a lot of energy.
Don't a match.
If y'all want to see him get worked up, start criticizing Bask in His Glory, Keith Lee. In the comments. Just jump in the comments and be like, yo, Keith Lee sucks. And also tell him that Naruto sucks and watch him get worked the fuck up.
Or Big E.
Or Big E. Unpopular Review Wrestling is the show. We are the WWE Rated R review, where we are talking about Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, like and subscribe on our YouTube. If you're watching us on Facebook or Twitter, please make sure that you like, follow, share, and sub at all our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and the YouTube. We are on our march. We want to get to like 1,500 subs. So we're about 250 short. So please help out. Spread the word. Help us out. Let's talk about this second EC Elimination Chamber qualifying match, and that's Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Before this match occurred, there was a backstage segment. Rhea Ripley was seen walking backstage, and Io Sky, very lonely. All her friends have disappeared. All her friends are injured. She's just sitting on
Dakota Kai is injured?
Dakota Kai is injured. Is that a shocker to you?
Not at all.
Yeah, I know.
I heard that she shares rooms with Tegan Knox.
Oh, really? And what type of room is that?
Hospital.
A medical facility?
At your local
medical facility?
Next to a Mexican restaurant named AJ Styles.
There's a medical facility next to the hair salon, the AJ Styles hair salon.
Word.
Oh my God,
Dakota Kai.
I think Dakota Kai is the only person, and I hate to say this, but name me another person that you know got injured off a drop kick.
Adam Cole got injured off of jumping off a stage.
Well, listen.
Samoa Joe got injured in a commercial.
Oh yeah, that's Mr. Spaghetti Legs. Adam Cole, poor guy.
Yet his finishing maneuver is when he takes his knee pad down to expose his skinny ass leg, and then attacks somebody from behind.
Oh really? I thought his finishing move was a fake spray tan. Rhea is talking to Io Sky in the back, and Io's like, "Oh, I want to face you at WrestleMania." And Rhea was like, "Ha ha!" And then as she finishes her laugh, she walks away. But Io walks away, and then Liv Morgan out of nowhere just jumps Io Sky, and then she scampers off. Rhea goes to kind of help out Io. And then Raquel Rodriguez jumps Rhea Ripley. So they work over Io. And this leads to the match later on. It doesn't lead to the match. She just kind of, Liv is smart. You know, she's the girlfriend of Dominic Mysterio. So she's thinking ahead. You know, she's like, hey, I'm hedging my bets. I'm trying to get to this Elimination Chamber match. And so she works over Io. Io's injured to begin this match. Pretty decent match. Raquel starts interfering, and Rhea shows up. And Liv, grabs her hair from the outside. Now, at this point in time, Rhea was just messing around with Raquel, fighting Raquel outside. Liv, snatches her hair, and then Rhea turns around quickly and then pops Liv in the face. The referee sees it, because, this isn't one of those AEW refs that just, doesn't see anything. And he calls the match. The match goes to Liv Morgan after a disqualification because Io needed help to win. So your true winner, and rightfully so, Liv Morgan outsmarts everybody and is on her way to punch a ticket to WrestleMania after she washes the other, 4, 5, 6, whatever, it doesn't matter. Liv Morgan, 5, is going to win the Elimination Chamber match. Put your money down right now. Go do it. Tell him I sent you. Liv Morgan.
Okay, well, that's not happening. Liv Morgan is not winning the Elimination Chamber. And 2, I shout out to this. The ending of the match felt like a botch. Yeah, it did. Rhea Ripley decided to attack Liv Morgan. First of all, I'm sick. I was hoping Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley would be completely done with each other, but of course not. Still got to see some stuff. But anyway, well, apparently, I don't know if you saw it or not, Rhea Ripley didn't need to attack Raquel Rodriguez because for some reason Raquel Rodriguez decided to fight herself at the end of this match, right? What? And if you go back and you watch it, Rhea's beating her like this, and Raquel, instead of swinging at Rhea, is doing this, and I don't know what's going on because her arms are long enough to reach Rhea's chin.
It's because she's a strong one.
She's doing this.
Maybe she was dancing.
Okay. Liv Morgan is not going to win the Elimination Chamber. I hate to break the news to you. The person who's going to the Elimination Chamber is going to be Bayley. Why? Because it's going to be Bayley and Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yes, really. Bayley and Rhea Ripley. They've had numerous encounters with each other, subtle encounters with each other over the last month or so. That is also why Bayley got moved over to Monday Night Raw.
I thought they were building for Roxanne Perez versus Bayley. What's up?
That is at NXT Vengeance Day.
I'm sorry, what?
They're fighting each other at NXT.
Roxanne?
No. Roxanne Perez is in a triple threat match.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez.
It'll be on an NXT show. It's going to be Bayley and Rhea.
That doesn't make no sense. I don't think you're right. I think it's going to be Liv. It's
not going to be Liv. Liv and Raquel are being put in the tag team title picture. They're probably actually going to win the tag team championship, in my opinion.
Listen, Liv, that move that they do, that joint power bomb, where she power bombs Liv onto an opponent, that move better be in WWE 2K25.
There were a few ratings today. I wish they stopped. They started this last year. I wish they stopped showing people's ratings because some of these people's ratings are too low.
Oh, so I saw a lot of people arguing about Logan Paul was what, 91?
90. He's a 90.
He's a 90. And Rey Mysterio is 87 or
86.
And people were like, how is that? I don't understand.
I can tell you why, because it's Rey Mysterio's age. Look, Logan Paul being 90 is fantastic.
What?
He's that good. He's that good. Right. And he's going to prove he's that good when he faces John Cena at WrestleMania.
Oh, my God. This is not happening. John Cena is going to fight Cody Rhodes. He's going to win the men's EC.
Well, I hate to break the news to you again. Bad guy. I mean, Big Daddy cool, but...
Listen, you've been wrong again. You remember, you picked Bianca Belair to win, and guess what?
I also picked Jey Uso.
You picked a lot of guys. If I run back the tape,
no.
like 5 guys.
I picked Jey Uso.
I'm almost saying you picked Gunther to win the Royal Rumble. I don't even know how you figured that
went back in October. Thank you very much. And then in the official polls and the official show, I picked Jey Uso. I'm telling you right now, I actually kind of figured Charlotte was going to win. I was just hoping she wasn't going to win. I didn't think it makes sense for her to win. But I also told Bad Guy Jack when we were on the phone, can't ever bet against Charlotte because he wins shit she don't need to win. I'm telling you right now, Logan Paul and John Cena have spent a little bit of time together recently. Logan Paul and John Cena have great respect for each other. Logan Paul is in the Elimination Chamber because he's going to beat Rey Mysterio. And he's going to cause John Cena, who always talks a big, good game, to make you think he's going to win. And then you're going to feel bad for him because Logan Paul, who's the most hated heel in the wrestling, is going to cost them the match, setting up their match. And that'll be another one-on-one match that John Cena is going to win because he hasn't won in like 4,000 days. And people are going to be happy. I'm telling you, it's Logan Paul, John Cena at WrestleMania. Your boy Cody Rhodes is facing Randy Orton.
Y'all need to stop trying to make this Randy Orton Cody Rhodes match happen. Randy Orton is injured. This man, he's on, I don't know, he must be on the Dakota Kai diet because this man gets injured way too frequently.
It's not a matter of injury. It's a matter of selling an injury and getting into perfect shape because he has a WrestleMania main event match against Cody Rhodes.
We don't disagree about that. Callie J says Orton versus Rhodes is money. Listen, everybody says this, but I still think the bigger money match is Cena versus Rhodes, and have Cena put over Cody.
And I said this yesterday on the post show for WrestleMania. I'm sorry for Royal Rumble. Your Cody Rhodes match that you want with Cena is a SummerSlam.
I don't think so. No way.
Absolutely.
Cena is not taking that title off of Cody Rhodes.
Cena's going to have a match for the world title because SummerSlam. I didn't say he's taking the title off of the. I don't think he's going to win the championship at all. I don't think he's going to get number 17. I don't think he's going to get number 17. I think he's going to go to SummerSlam. He's going to have a high marquee profile match because SummerSlam needs to sell 2 nights.
I agree with you, and I also think he's going to win the World Championship and win 17.
And yes, they are dragging out Cena's losing for a reason. Cena doesn't win the world title at WrestleMania, but if he beats Logan Paul, you know how many fans are going to go crazy? I'm telling you, that's your match. But at the same time, he's going to make Logan Paul look like $1 million.
Why would you? He's too old to make Logan Paul look like $1 million. This match is not happening at WrestleMania.
Logan Paul is that good.
Cena can't carry Logan Paul.
He doesn't need to carry Logan Paul. Logan Paul can carry himself.
John Cena.
Logan Paul can carry himself. Logan Paul is a fantastic wrestler.
I agree, but I don't listen. The man's got what? Less than 10 matches under his belt?
Who, Logan Paul?
Yeah.
No, I think he has about 10, 11.
I don't know. We're going to have to check your Wikipedia.
John Cena's not around as much. John Cena is going to have to prepare. Who has their own private jet?
Vince McMahon.
Logan Paul can go anywhere John Cena needs him to go to help prepare for this match. I'm telling you, this is the match.
I don't know, man. Agree to disagree. Disagree. Big Daddy Cool versus EC is money. Absolutely.
Anytime you put the two of us on the screen, it's money. That's why we're the best duo, the award-winning best duo 2 years in a row, right here, UPR.
That's why we have this rated R Raw review show to ourselves now. That's right. That's why we got.
No one else can handle us.
We got over 100 views watching us across all the platforms. So nice job, everybody.
Not like us.
What else we got to cover? We got to cover the New Day. You know, Jeffrey asked us, what do we think about the New Day's new theme? I like it. I feel like it's gonna grow on us.
Right.
Oh, by the way, now that we're talking about new themes, I sent this to EC earlier. Like, I was like, this Royal Rumble exposed Def Rebel to like the infinite degree of how much this guy sucks at producing wrestlers' entrances. Like, how I can count on probably both hands how many times a wrestler entered and I was like, who is this? Like Finn Balor was one of them. I was like, who's coming out? And I was like, I had to look at the graphic behind the person to be like, oh, that's Finn Balor. Like, how many times, EC, did this happen where you were like, who is this? Who? Like, all of their entrance music sound alike.
I do believe that's a problem Def Rebels had, where a lot of their music sounds similar, and they sound like old school WWE 2K generic music, and yes. I'm not a fan. They've had a few hits. We can't sit here and say everything sucks, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
I think like the biggest hit lately was Penta's music. That's it.
I'm not a fan of Penta's music. I'm a fan of his entrance. I'm not a fan of his music.
I think it's coming around.
His entrance is fire. The pyro is fire.
Yeah.
You know, because about 10% of the male wrestlers have pyro, but only Charlotte Flair has pyro in the women.
You need to stop. AJ Styles got pyro, so that makes
pyro at the Royal Rumble. Yes, he got pyro at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so that makes 2 women. So enough. Leave Charlotte alone.
AJ Styles is a man.
Not if you look at that hair. His hair identifies as soccer mom hair.
Jey Uso is going to pick Gunther, and Jey Uso will defeat Gunther at WrestleMania because they want everybody in Las Vegas to yeet.
MD says, nah, Def Rebel did their thing with EO's music. Solos goes hard.
Music does go hard.
That Pinwheel Fire is sick. Steamin' Willie Beeman will be joining y'all each and every Monday night. Thank you. We need you.
Let's copy that and put it on the beginning of every show to see if he actually shows up.
Stop. Why are you already betting against this man? Leave poor Willie alone. Willie is ride or die, right?
He's ride or die. We saw that tonight. But
I'm sorry, I'll tell you what. If you go to the club, Steamin' Willie Beeman is your guy. He will.
I've been in a club with Willie, so I know that.
There you go.
Brought back AJ's theme. That's because he is a face again. And
if you're at the club, don't go into the Latin room with these two guys because they will fucking leave you. They will leave you alone.
Jacob's theme music is good. It's okay. His interest makes his music good.
I went to the Latin room and I was like, yo, let's hang out here for a while. They were like, bet. I could have sworn I turned around so quick. I thought immigration showed up because these two men disappeared and dipped on me. They left. I was like, where is EC? Where's Willie? Where did they go? Back to the hip hop room. They didn't like trying to flirt with 4'11" women.
Florida is a state full of short people anyway.
Guys, this is Unpopular Review Wrestling. New Day had a fight with the LWO. Really nothing to write home to mom about, but Logan Paul ended up running in and beating up Rey Mysterio. That's only to draw more heat to their match. They have an Elimination Chamber qualifying match next week on Monday Night Raw. We'll talk about that next week, as well as Bayley versus...
She'll be on SmackDown.
Which one? Oh, Bayley versus... who's on SmackDown? Alexa. Oh.
Bayley
versus Lyra Valkyria will be on.
Yeah, Lyra has to leave her seat to go have a match.
You're so wrong. So wrong. Dragon Lee sucks. Oh, no, man. Like, this guy, he did his thing. I was happy to see him finally. You saw that what he did to Xavier Woods on the apron? He, like, give him a Hurricane Rana off the apron.
Dragon Lee needs to take some notes from Carlito.
And do what?
Attack everybody in the LWO.
So wrong. Listen, right now, the LWO needs to stay strong. There's a lot of hate going on.
There's always hate in the LWO. First Santos Escobar did it. Y'all holding me back.
And what happened to him?
He does more now than he does the damn when he was in the LWO.
Where Sway? Where's he?
He comes out here. He comes out every Friday. It says something.
It says what was he saying? Go ahead.
Hi, Charmaine. I did tonight driving. I risked it all to make the show. That's true. They ripped off Dragon Lee's ponytail.
His ponytail.
What else we got to talk about?
I think that's the show. Did I forget anything else, Chad? I feel like that we covered it all.
2.5 hours on Raw. I'm a fan of it. 3 hours is a little bit long.
I didn't see a lot of people crying about it. So I appreciate it. Yeet. Oh, one thing to talk about. Let's talk about some news that broke earlier today. I know the wrestling world is in mourning. Everybody, am I muted? I don't know. I mute myself. The wrestling world is in mourning because Duke Hudson was released. Your thoughts on the release of Duke Hudson?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, but now you heard it. So what are your thoughts on that?
So many other people could get released. I'm waiting on those people. Like, where's Shotzi Blackheart?
What? She's in a match.
That can be easily solved. Look at Indy. Look,
Indy got released.
Yeah, and she was released, and because SmackDown was taped, she had a match that same night. Let's do that with Shotzi.
What is up with you and
Where's
Shotzi?
Mad Dog Kelly when you need him?
My kids love. He does a lot of research. He's probably doing research right now, so don't bother him. He's doing research. Everybody, he doesn't read dirt sheets. He does research. There's a difference. All right, chill on Shotzi. MDB wants you to chill on Shotzi. What did she not invite you to the tank? Like, what do you?
No, I just think she's a horror. She's not good. She
you
doesn't.
Think she's a what? A hole? A what?
No, I would never say that. Actually, sources say that Shotzi was supposed to be in the Rumble. Yes, she was supposed to be in the Rumble, and then she was replaced by Alexa Bliss. Yes. Liv Morgan sucks. That was kind of random, Charmaine. Thank you.
Charmaine, why would you say that?
She spelled Shotzi.
Yeet. All right, let's wrap it up, BC. Guys, this is Unpopular Review. You are watching the Monday Night Rated R
You should
review.
get plenty of that in MLW.
And this has been our review for February 3rd, 2025. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, if you like watching wrestling, you're going to love Unpopular Review Wrestling. We have a after show, review show, almost every day of the week. Tomorrow night, catch the NXT review show. It is the trio of Bad Guy Jack, Sabrina Estella, and Freckle Sensei. They're going to talk to you about Charlotte Flair facing off with the NXT Women's Champion, Julia Gulia, and everything else that happens on NXT. On Wednesday nights, we've got Cactus Katie and the Sheriff and Friends. They show up on Wednesday night after AEW Dynamite. And on Thursdays, we got Top 5 or any other type of wrestling special. Last week, we did a prediction show for Royal Rumble. This week, tune in and see what we got. And on Saturday nights, Saturday at noon, you're going to have SmackDown review show with DJ and Vic. The Z is silent. And don't forget Mondays this week. The Mike Knox show was on Sunday morning, so there was no Monday 6 o'clock show. But on Mondays at 6 o'clock, you can usually catch the Mike Knox show with the illustrious and extravagant Mike Knox. That's 3 X's because he's hardcore.
That's if Alexa Bliss did not resign with the company. I'll have more on the story on Wednesday night during my news segment, says one Mad Dog Kelly. How do you feel about Jacob and Jimmy being back there to congratulate Jay on this win? I think it was a touching moment, but here's what I'm going to sit here and say. Do we really need to see everything backstage now? I didn't need to see that.
I think it's great content. What I didn't need to see is Jacob being part of the mix. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't need to see that.
Jimmy,
we know
yes,
what happens.
Jacob, no.
Maybe later in a special DVD or 24 or something, you can do something like that. I didn't need to see it like that. That kind of.
EC, let me ask you this question. You know, Stephanie, good night. Stephanie's got this show coming up, right? Stephanie's Places.
Cooking with Stephanie.
No, it's called Stephanie's
Cooking with Stephanie. Cooking with Stephanie.
That's not the name of the show. I don't know what you're talking about. The show is called Stephanie's Places. And I think on the inaugural show, this is wild, and I want to know what Triple H thinks about this. I hear that she hangs out with the Bloodline on a yacht, and I didn't know that this could be possible, but according to my notes, trains were run on the yacht. How can you run a train on a yacht, EC?
So when I was a kid, I used to have this this little railroad thing here, and then you have a remote control, and that's, you do that.
They run in trains.
Yeah, you ran a train. You just make sure the batteries are included. WWE Stephanie Places. See, if I knew you were going to say something like that. Yeah, because he's inappropriate. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Rated R Review Show. Thank you so much for watching us here each and every single Monday, immediately after Monday Night Raw. I'm the executive consultant. He is Big Daddy Cool. The two of us will be here every single Monday. Make sure that you join. Make sure that you watch us. Big things are coming for us here at UPR and you, the fans, in the 2025. Go out and help us and support us. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for NXT review immediately after NXT with the NXT trio, those entertaining people. For Big Daddy Cool, I am the executive consultant, and we will see you right here next time on Unpopular Review. Good night, everybody.